What if I told you that a $20 million courtroom drama just erupted from one of the messiest controversies in hip-hop and love history? What if I told you that the man who formerly said that his priorities were his family and his career suddenly changed his mind and pulled his own baby mom into the fire pit that is legal? And what if I told you that Jasmine isn't the only lady at the heart of this mayhem? Is the entire catastrophe reeking of Renni Rucci's name? This isn't your normal VH1, so fasten your seatbelt. Plot. Mona Scott could never have imagined anything this large, messy, and juicy. Kirk Frost, yes, that Kirk Frost, just sued Jasmine for an astounding $20 million. And why? Allegedly as a result of a tape leak. Folks, it's not just any tape. The one it purports to connect Jasmine to Renni Rucci in a scandal so outrageous that it resembles Sesame Street's cheating plot from the previous season. Already, the internet is exploding. Receipts are being yelled by fans. Insiders are murmuring that this is just the beginning, while bloggers are giddy with anticipation. I promise that you won't want to miss what comes next. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, for this tale is going to turn more nasty than a brawl at a hip-hop and love reunion. We're discussing litigation, controversy, treachery, and one of the messiest videos ever discussed on the internet. Additionally, Kirk Frost, one of the circus's stars, wait for it, Renni Rucci, and Jasmine. Let's begin from the top then. Kirk Frost is who? Come on, please. Additionally, you are aware of Kirk, the so-called music executive who founded hip-hop, and his complete romantic relationship, narrative lying about hidden infants, cheating on Rasheeda, and somehow persuading everyone that he was still the group's businessman. Rasheeda's tears were transformed into VH1 ratings gold by this same Kirk. And now, following Kirk is making news once more after years of adultery accusations, DNA testing, and convoluted plots that might match any soap drama. It's not only family trouble this time, though. It's a $20 million lawsuit this time. And Jasmine, the plaintiff in this case. Yes. The identical Jasmine she once revealed the ultimate secret, that she had a kid with Kirk, and rocked the Frost family tree to its foundation. She revealed that mess, and the internet hasn't forgiven her yet. She's now right in the middle of another hurricane. Kirk isn't playing baby daddy games this time, though. He is dragging her into court over what is allegedly a recording leak that destroyed her reputation and damaged her job. Now, since it appears that the recording is about more than just Jasmine, this is when things move from chaotic to crazy. Oh, no. There are rumors that Renni Rucci is also involved. Indeed, the rap artist, the lady who has been attempting to go up the hip-hop ladder, is a self-described baddie. This allegedly leaked video depicts a controversial scenario with Jasmine and Renni Rucci that somehow relates to Kirk. And allow me to explain, this isn't simply another casual leak based on what sources are saying. They are referring to Kirk's situation as a nuclear bomb. His bank account, his marriage, and his brand. Now, take a moment to think. Consider about how crazy this is. The man who has been charged with cheating more times than we can count, Kirk Frost, is now flipping the script. He is assuming the role of a plaintiff rather than defending himself. He is bringing a lawsuit against Jasmine for allegedly causing this leak, alleging that she purposefully harmed him by releasing the footage and bringing up the name of Renni Rucci. The worst part is still to come. He demands damages of $20 million. Jasmine gave me $20 million. Take a moment to process the information. Jasmine, who has primarily relied on Instagram sponsorships and the occasional club appearance to support herself, is expected to cough up Kirk Frost will be paid millions. Good luck with that indeed. But let's not move forward, of ourselves. We have to know how this storm began in the first place. Due to trust, this is about more than one tape, myself. Oh no, there will be years of animosity, tumultuous relationships, and resentment from reality TV. To the point of boiling. Let's go back in time. Rewind to Jasmine's debut in the hip-hop and romance scenes. Do you recall that? Kirk and Rasheeda were already at odds. However, Jasmine revealed that she and Kirk had a child. The entire franchise almost smashed the record at that point. Online. It was chaos. The DNA testing, the arguments, the tears. Despite everything, Kirk managed to play Jasmine was labeled the villain, while the victim card was used. After a few years, Jasmine has been making an effort to live low-key. However, low-key is short-lived in this realm. As said by anonymous, Jasmine has been hoarding some heavy ammunition, and you know we adore industry insiders. Additionally, when things got difficult financially, then the ammunition suddenly stopped. A cassette, that ammunition. Additionally, not only any kind of tape. Kirk's identity is purportedly entangled in a sensational recording that shows her and Renni Rucci. The story. How this recording came to light is now unknown. Some claim for the club, Jasmine leaked it herself. According to another, it was put out by someone in Renni's camp to raise her hyped before a project. Additionally, a third group speculates that Kirk could have had adversaries who want to see him destroyed. However, everyone acknowledges the existence of the tape and the disastrous consequences it has caused. Kirk's complaint was submitted. According to records that are making the rounds online, Fulton County alleges that Jasmine purposefully published the video in order to deliberately harm his reputation, ruin his economic affairs, and bring his family emotional misery. And he isn't going to stop there. According to rumors, Kirk's legal team is apparently getting ready to subpoena Renni Rucci and perhaps even VH1 producers, asserting that this leak may have been a component of a larger plot. Yes, you heard correctly. In essence, Kirk is stating that this is more significant than Jasmine. He is portraying it as an attempt to overthrow him. He's also attempting to change the story from one of scandalizer to victim, from cheater to the one who was victimized. In typical Kirk Frost way. How are people responding to this now? The internet is going crazy, I see. Supporters are evenly divided. People are tugging Kirk on one side and yelling, "Boy, you want to play the innocent husband card after decades of infidelity." On the other hand, there are many who genuinely believe Jasmine went too far this time. They're phoning her, claiming that she has always been untidy, and that she deserves whatever comes her way if she indeed shared this footage. However, the actual Renni Rucci is the wild card in this affair. Because even though Jasmine and Kirk have a lengthy history together, it goes to a new level when Renni's name is brought up. Although she hasn't spoken yet, some say she is enraged. Enraged that her music, career, and brand are getting overtaken by drama on reality TV. To be honest, Renni has been putting a lot of effort into demonstrating that she is more than simply another Instagram rapper. Depending on how she handles it, this incident may either put her back years or catapult her into viral stardom. It gets even worse from here. Because there are rumors that this tape showed more than just a hookup. Oh no, rumor has it that it includes private discussions about Kirk, his marriage to Rasheeda, and money. Yes, exactly. Evidently, the video depicts Renni and Jasmine discussing Kirk in a way that makes him appear weak, stupid, and simply ridiculous. Consider Kirk Frost has already been made fun of on national television for years, and now a video leak makes you appear much worse. No, I wonder why he is phoning his attorneys. And what role does Rasheeda play in all of this? Remember that Rasheeda has been Kirk's pillar of support during every controversy. However, insiders say she's furious over this one. Gossip Blogs claims that Rasheeda feels embarrassed once more, as if it were history, is happening again. Some even claim she's thinking of removing herself from the spotlight completely since she's sick of dragging oneself through Kirk's chaos. However, let's face it, VH1 would most likely throw her a sack large enough to continue to put her in the spotlight. As crazy as this seems, Part 1 is only the beginning. So you need to stay on until the end. The so-called leaked reports, the unnamed witnesses who say they know how the recording got out, and the industry insiders who link this haven't even been discussed. Drama to more profound corruption. Wait till you hear what else Kirk's squad is worth if you thought $20 million was crazy. Requesting in court. Let's just say that it's more than simply money. Now this is where things truly begin to get out of hand. Following Kirk Frost's shocking legal revelation to Jasmine, the affection and the hip-hop scene was rocked to its core. Not even Jasmine herself anticipated this. She believed that the conflict between when their complex plot initially aired and the notorious baby scandal was the buzz of the town. She and Kirk had faded down years before. However, a $20 million lawsuit connected to a recording leak involving Renni Rucci is a very different matter. As you can see, Kirk's team believes Jasmine was more involved in this leak than she has admitted, according to those familiar with the matter. Revealing. According to the allegation, Jasmine somehow possessed private material connected to Renni Rucci and let it go viral online, causing a full-scale media frenzy. And once the storm arrived, it painted Kirk as guilty by association by bringing his name into the mess. This isn't just about one tape, one controversy. So let's take a moment to, or even a single messy partnership. This has to do with legacy, money, and image. For someone like Kirk Frost, who has worked in the field for decades, creating businesses, managing artists, and attempting to maintain his family's image, he may lose everything as a result of a recording controversy involving Renni Rucci. Let's speak about endorsements, contracts, prospects for the future, and even his union with Rasheeda. Not to mention that Rasheeda has experienced everything, beside Kirk, through love child disclosures, adultery scandals, and all other tabloids. She supported him. Nightmare of your dreams. However, this strikes a deeper chord. References assert that when the recording initially made headlines, Rasheeda was incensed and wondered why her husband's name was even being mentioned in relation to Renni. Jasmine and Rucci. Kirk supposedly had even more motivation to file a lawsuit as a result of his rage, because he believes that suing Jasmine is about more than just money. The goal is to protect his wife, cleanse his identity, and silence those who trying to get him involved in needless trouble. Here's the worst part, though. Jasmine isn't going to back down. Rumor has it that she is prepared to defend this case to the death. According to her camp, she had nothing at all to do with the audio leak, and she's accusing Kirk of attempting to hide his own tracks by using her as a scapegoat. Yes, exactly. According to Jasmine, if Kirk's name appears, it's because it was Kirk's own behavior, not hers. People from all sides are taking sides in this back and forth. According to others, Kirk Frost is actually the victim in this case, wrongfully linked to a recording that might damage his image. Others claim that he is blaming Jasmine because, given their troubled past and history of public drama, she is the obvious target. Officially, at least, Renni Rucci has been silent in the meanwhile. However, silence speaks volumes. Why hasn't Renni come forward to confirm or deny anything, fans are asking. Is she shielding her own reputation by allowing Kirk and Jasmine to go to war? Or is she entangled in something more significant that we are unaware of? Comprehend completely yet? Let's discuss the money as well. $20 million isn't change in your pocket. When you're serious or want to make a claim, you toss around a lawsuit number like that. A declaration so loud that it is impossible for the other person to ignore. According to legal experts, Kirk Frost's prospects of, although it is unlikely that they would walk away with the entire $20 million, the lawsuit is still relevant. It concerns pressure. It has to do with intimidation. Saying something like, "Play with my name and there will be repercussions." Jasmine is aware of this. For this reason, she is reportedly rushing to assemble her own legal counsel. For if she doesn't lose the $20 million, in the event that the lawsuit gets momentum, she could still be required to make a payment. Such lawsuits might take months or even years to complete, consuming time, funds, and effort on both sides. Now, many are wondering if this lawsuit may reveal more secrets than it was intended to. Concealment. Because evidence is dragged out after attorneys become involved. Recordings, DMs, emails, and texts. The courtroom might be affected by everything related to the case. Furthermore, if we know anything about love, and one thing about hip-hop stars is that they have receipts. Too many receipts. Sometimes. There are rumors circulating that when this matter gets to trial, we will be able to learn the truth about the Renni Rucci recording, as well as fresh information on Kirk and Jasmine's history that the general public was never intended to see. Think about all the drama that never happened behind the scenes, being compelled to take center stage on television. Drama like that has the potential to forever ruin reputations. This is where things become even more twisted, though. Rumor has it that this case involves more than simply the cassette and Jasmine. Some others think Kirk Frost is using it to alert others who could be harboring dirt on him. Consider it. By filing a $20 million lawsuit and going public, Kirk is delivering a strong message. I will defeat you in court if you betray me. It's a calculated action. Jasmine isn't the only one. It concerns anyone else who may be observing from the sidelines. Considering disclosing anything or leaking something, Kirk has changed the balance of power with a single lawsuit. Social media is consuming all of this as it is happening in the court system. Everybody has an opinion on YouTube channels, Instagram posts, and Twitter discussions. Some people are making fun of Jasmine for playing with the incorrect one. Others are making fun of Kirk, arguing that he ought to concentrate on mending his marriage before hurling litigation in existence. Conspiracy theorists who believe the recording release was orchestrated from the start are another group, in an effort to create buzz and maintain the popularity of these names. One thing is certain, regardless of the reality. A Pandora's box has been opened by this litigation. Following the filing of such court filings, once attorneys begin, it is nearly hard to return the secrets to the vault after excavating. Additionally, given the past between Kirk Frost and Jasmine, you can only imagine how crazy this might go, given that it's one of the most notorious love and hip-hop storylines. And not to be overlooked is the emotional aspect. There are actual individuals enduring shame, rage, and betrayal behind the lawsuits and news stories. For example, Rasheeda has every reason to believe that she has been pulled through the muck once more. Before she decides she has had enough of her husband's drama, how many more times can she stand in the crossfire? Admirers are beginning to wonder if this lawsuit is really about justice, or if Kirk is only attempting to tidy up a mess after Rasheeda puts her foot down. It appears that this is only the beginning. Because even though by suing Jasmine for $20 million, Kirk Frost may believe he is taking charge, but actions like these have a tendency to get out of hand. It's no longer about a single recording once the court gets involved. Attorneys begin to snoop around, and evidence begins to surface. It becomes all-encompassing, each and every charge, rumor, and skeleton in the closet. And right now, that's precisely where things are going. The conflict between the tension between Jasmine and Kirk Frost has finally reached a breaking point. Furthermore, the $20 million lawsuit is no longer only about financial gain. It's about legacy, reputation, and the dark truths that no one believed would ever be revealed. Alongside Renni, with Rucci's name in the middle, this controversy has escalated from a straightforward hip-hop and love dispute to a media-grabbing conflict that might destroy professions on both sides. Kirk's crew has stated from the beginning that they don't think Jasmine did it by mistake. Let that tape slip. They're giving the impression that she had a reason for using Renni's name and the video to gain the attention she's been vying for years, embarrass Kirk, and exact retribution. Kirk's attorneys are working to the story of how Jasmine used the tape as a weapon to ruin him and ruin his marriage to Rasheeda while attempting to reestablish herself in relevance of reality TV. This is where things go even more crazy, though. References. Jasmine isn't backing down, according to those close to her. She is allegedly prepared to file a countersuit, asserting that Kirk's complaint is merely techniques of intimidation. According to reports, she is claiming, "I'll show Kirk every receipt I have if he wants to take me into court." And considering Jasmine's track record of revealing